Probably wondering where I am, right? Yeah, well, I'm actually in line for apparently to meet R.L STINE. Yeah, the guy who makes Goosebumps. I don't know how that's gonna work. All I know is that I see blueberries and I want them. God, the breath just got me. I'll go back to line. Okay, so here's the good news. I'm gonna be able to see R.L STINE, but we're not gonna be able to do our original plan of getting our book signed by him, aka meeting him, because apparently we're too far back in the line. Yeah, it's pretty far. But, I don't know. Just film a couple of segments in the line and then film him talking or whatever. I don't know. Water fountain.
Favorite of distinguished author R.L. STINE.
Happy to be here. Thank you all. Wow, this is so touched. I'm glad to be here tonight. This is why I'm especially glad. I did a book signing in Baltimore a couple weeks ago, and a teacher came up to the table and she said, "Can I have my picture taken with you? The kids all think you're dead."
Well, I mean, given what you write, that wouldn't even surprise me.
Try me.
A little intangible. So, we have an interesting history. We've known each other for quite a while. And my son, I'm pretty sure that I bought a wing at your house for the books I bought for your son.
I appreciate it.
He loved the Goosebumps.
I would try to remember. Eye Candy, which was an MTV series for a while with Victoria Justice, and yes to everything.
It's a pretty good working plan.
Yeah, no, it works out.
Is it backfired any time?
I don't know. Well, I don't know why anyone would want to write for adults. Really. My audience, my 7 to 12-year-olds, they're the best audience in the world. They are. They want to read you, they want to buy stuff, they want to meet you. Adults don't have time for that. You just can't plan. You don't really know where you're going to end up. And my only advice to people about Goosebumps is the twists and turns. I think that's really important for scary books. And with so much of children's literature is just so linear, you can predict where it's going to go. But I always want 1 or 2 places in every book where the reader says, "Oh my God, I didn't realize that was happening. Oh, I had no idea that's where it was going." That's what I try to do.
And that's a lot of fun to coax them in a certain direction and then go off in another angle.
That's why I always try to think of the ending first. If I know the ending, I know how to fool you and keep you from guessing the ending.
Well, I was on a panel some years ago with Dean Koontz, and he suggested to me that I should, after I started about jump forward and write the ending, aim at that. Yeah. And that's actually worked really well because I get to that ending that I've already planned, and I get there, and then I realize I want to surprise myself. And then the ending is not the end of the book, it's the end of the plot. And then the next thing is that twist that even surprised me about that.
But I didn't meet him for 30 years. It never comes down to me. And I was at the Edgar Awards, the Mystery Writers Awards, and he was there. And we went over and we had a really nice talk and introduced our wives. And I said, Steve, did you know that a magazine once called me a training bra for you? And he said, yes, I know.
So I also met Steve at the Edgar Awards thing, and also sat with him for a while, talked to him. And it was my first novel. The year before my first novel went up for 2 awards. I won one, that's first novel. Lost not a year to him. No shame in there. And we were talking, and he was asking what I wanted to do with my career. And I started late. I was 48 when my first novel came out. And he said, so when you grow up, what do you want to do? And so when you grow up, what do you want to do? He said, he wants to be R.L STINE.
No, he did not.
He did. Because
No, I'm sorry. I don't mind. No.
He said that you look like you're having more fun than he's having. That's what he said. And his wife said, well, if you get over yourself, maybe you can be R.L STINE.
I don't think I believe the story. In fact, I appreciate it, Jonathan. I really appreciate it.
And my wife thought that was hilarious, too.
That's why. I did a talk at a big theater in Toronto at Halloween time, and 40 people came dressed as Slappy. It was really ugly. And I brought them all up on stage, and I looked at them and I thought, I should be in the red bow tie business. I'm in the wrong business. I sold every red bow tie in Canada.
Show up in gray suit and
Red bow tie, I know. Well, Slappy is my favorite character, just because he's so popular. And, but I also am sick of him. No one heard that, right? Books about a dummy that comes to life, and that's a lot, right? I got tired. I killed him in one book. I wrote The Ghost of Slappy, and I killed him, and I had to bring him back.
So, do you have a favorite book that you've written? One that you say that's
Well, The Haunted Masters, that's my best Halloween book. I know, I have favorite books that no one else likes. I did a Goosebumps book called Brain Juice. About 2 kids who drink this purple liquid, and it makes them smarter and smarter. They get so smart, they lose all their friends. They get kicked out of school. They're too smart for everybody. And see, no one knows that. Look, nobody knows this book. It's my favorite one. And these aliens come down from space and kidnap them to take them, these smart people, to their planet, these 2 smart kids. And on the way to their planet, they get stupider and stupider and stupider. I love that book, but I mean, no one ever brings it up to me. No one didn't ever exist. Shows what I know, right?
So what's next?
I just finished a book called Nightmare on Nightmare Street. It should be out this summer. And the newest Goosebumps book is called Say My Name, Say My Name. Nothing like stealing from Beyonce. Very, very strange Goosebumps book. It has a talking fish in it. I don't know how I got away with that.
You mean fish can't talk?
Yeah, well, and I just finished a Goosebumps book for next year called One Night at Camp Bigfoot. And my Stein Tingler short story books are coming out in August. And my graphic novel. You seen my comic book? The Graveyard Club graphic novel came out last Tuesday. So that's a lot, right?
I'm also a Marvel writer, so how did you get covered with Marvel? Did they reach out?
I did a thing for Marvel. All my new comics are with Boom Studios. But I did a series of Man-Thing comics for Marvel. And 5, and then they never called me again. I was waiting by the phone, and then he never called me again. So as I'm doing these for Boom Studio.
Books, great.
I love comic books. When I was a kid, there were these great horror comics called Tales from the Crypt. Thank you.
Thank you.